Hey guys, Marsinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so this video is going up a little bit later than I would have liked, but unfortunately I have been at work all day. I got the EZA done for the LR cell, farmed myself up the extra copy SA5 to get him to full SA25 for free without using any Kais. It's so funny, like I made a tweet about it. When they bring out these legendary campaigns, when the characters get their EZA and they add the category boost, which not only just allows you to get the extra drops anyway, right, from using the category units, but then once an event has a category boost, you can then use the support memories to increase that boost. So I got the 777 medals for the second copy in like, what, it was like an hour and a half maybe? It was like no time at all. It was crazy. So I think what I want to do, I'll keep Cell here just because he is AGL. Obviously, as soon as he transforms for the first time, that puts us in a slightly better position. So we are only going to have shocking speed active on this turn for prime battle Cell, but we'll take a look at him here. So he's got an artificial life forms leader skill of 4 key and 130. His super attacks both raise attack and defense for 1 turn. The 12 key does colossal damage and recovers 15% HP. The 18 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense. Now the good thing about the 12 key is if we take a look here, our team, we have what, 600k HP? So that heal is like 90k every time he does his 12 key super, which is pretty good. And then his passive is key 2, attack and defense 60%. He gets an additional attack and defense 60% when facing one enemy. 2 key up to 6 and 20% defense up to 60 with each super attack performed. So you want to super attack 3 times. When key is 18 or more, he gets an additional 60% attack, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance to become a super, and if the target enemy is in attack down or defense down, then he performs a guaranteed crit. So if he gets the 18 key super and the enemy can be attack lowered, then he triggers that additional from his from his passive, and then possibly the hidden potential as well. Then he gets guaranteed crits, which is pretty good. So we are just about able to get 18 key here. Obviously this is not a great starting rotation for him. What is he looking at? 221k defense on turn 1. So nothing too crazy on turn 1. But remember, we are going to get some buffs from him super attacking, and then obviously as soon as this other cell actually transforms into a different form, then we're going to be able to get some extra links. Because this Tech LR Prime Battle cell, his best link partner is actually the AGL cell once he has transformed all the way up to Perfect Cell. Now, that does bring up one minor issue, which I say minor, is pretty significant for some of these harder events. And it's kind of been the issue that has plagued these cell units, even from like the release of the AGL cell, is that the team just doesn't have a good slot 1 unit in terms of an actual cell unit, right? So this worked out really nicely actually, because we can just put you in slot 1. No good slot 1 unit on this turn, but we don't actually have to take any hits. So go ahead and do this. Yeah, so if you want to run other cell units to actually get his links, like if you want to run him on main rotation, then you don't really have a unit that's really good for slot 1. So one thing you can do, we'll try him out in some different events as well after this video. So I'll play around with some different team builds. But one of the things you could do, I quite like using Golden Frieza on this team with the SDR-17s. You could use Golden Frieza in slot 1 and then Prime Battle Cell in slot 2. I think the only link they will share is Legendary Power. But then you could build the team so that you have 3 cell units floating. Because remember, whilst he's on these guys 200% lead, he is also on the AGL Cell 200% leader skill. So you could run double Cell and then bring like the LR cell potentially, and then just float off all 3 of those so that they will always be the unit that comes into slot 3 and then gives this Tech Prime Battle cell his extra links. So you could play it that way. Now unfortunately on this build of the team I did not bring any other cell units, so I think we will take the risk here and do this. If he AoEs immediately, that would be unfortunate. But now that we actually have some more links active, so we have Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Messenger from the Future, and then we get Legendary Power from the Frieza. So actually getting Big Bad Bosses active, of course, makes a huge difference here. And we still have an extra 40% that we can build up from our passive. So bearing in mind his super attack effect, we are going to be at over 400k after one super on this turn. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we can get our 18 key, which is good. And then we'll just grab these for you. So hopefully Frieza doesn't AoE immediately in slot 1 here. Alright, perfect. Okay, because then both of these guys, because Golden Frieza obviously will tank perfectly fine anyway, but both of the cells really need to super attack first for them to not take big damage from the AoE. So 6.5 on the 18 key. That's not bad, considering we don't have a support unit in slot 3. The best rotation for him is going to be when we get Jiro and 19 in slot 3, because they obviously have the android support. But you can see 2 turns in a row now, the attack from his passive has only been a normal. It only has a medium chance to convert into a super, which is 30%. And then I gave mine mostly additional. I think he's got like 22 additional. And he hasn't done a hidden potential additional super as well. So ideally you want to get those 3 supers as quickly as possible so he can build up his defense. And then of course, you know, not only is he building up from his passive, but he gets the extra defense from actually doing the super attack as well. So that is a little bit unfortunate. I feel like if they just changed the medium chance even to a high chance, I feel like that would make him significantly better, right? Because actually getting that extra super is going to make a massive difference for him. So, because like I posted a screenshot on Twitter, I'm hoping we can get to that same situation here. In fact, we will see it in what, 2 more rotations, because we need to get Jiro and 19 floated off here, and then obviously they won't appear on the next turn. But Cell fully built up with Jiro and 19 has pretty good defense, and obviously the more supers he gets, the more his defense increases. So on a turn where he gets a triple super, he's easily tanking like all the red zone bosses' normal attacks, and then he's even going to like reduce damage quite significantly from some of the supers. We'll see what we get when we actually get the numbers here actually on screen. But for example, I'll probably shall I do a video against Broly? I don't know if I'll do a video against like each of the big red zone bosses. Maybe I'll combine like a Broly and a Metal Cooler Core one into like one video. But if he gets the triple super, I think he would tank even like Broly's super incredibly well. Now the problem we have here is not a great turn in terms of slot 1, right? So we get Attack of the Clones here now as well. So we have 4 links active. Pretty good turn in terms of the links. The only problem is the... I mean, I guess Cell does have built-in dodge, but he's only got 350k defense. If he eats a super here in slot 1, then we will take a lot of damage. But let's do this. And then we'll do this. So hopefully we don't get supered in slot 1 here. Of course, we get supered immediately and we don't dodge. Nice. So how much are we taking from this? Oh, 300k. That's not too bad, I guess, when we have 600k. So this would be a good turn for us to actually finally get the additional super from Tech Cell and make use of that 15% extra healing that we get. Like, maybe we could, you know, this would be a good opportunity to get the triple super turn, you know? So let's see what we can get here. Obviously, AGL Cell still has the ability to go off in some of these situations, but 6 million attack. Can we lower this Frieza's defense? I know we can't lower his attack. No, we can't. Yeah, see, we don't get the additional hidden potential. Wow. Yeah, see, we're getting really unlucky with the performance of the Cell in terms of these additionals. That's why I was saying the changing that medium chance to a high chance would make such a big difference. Because imagine if we'd gotten the extra 12 key super like every turn. He hasn't really needed it in terms of like how he's needed to tank, because he hasn't taken a super or anything. But we definitely could do with that extra HP, and we don't have it. So let's go ahead and fuse into Super 17. We shouldn't kill here, because I kind of want to use this opportunity. I can get Super 17 can get hit like 5 times here. So I'll do this and then do this. We should kill, but in case we don't, there's a bunch of tech orbs there. AGL 17 is obviously not going to do insane damage, and then Super 17 hasn't had any build up or anything yet, the STR one. So he shouldn't kill. I mean, 7.6 is decent, but as long as he doesn't crit or additional, then I think we should be good. Oh yeah, no, perfectly fine. Oh, look at that. Let's go. The turn we fused. Look at that. Only took 16k, but we'll take that. I haven't seen Super 17 actually do the absorption that much since pulling him, so we take those. It should never have been HP restricted, but because the HP restriction is the same as his fusion restriction, on the turn that you fuse, he will have that ability active. So, oh god, look at this turn. So on this turn, they share no links. That's really unfortunate. So with the 40% support, and now he's fully built up from his passive, yeah, 517k. So that means, let me get the calculator up here and I can give you the exact number. So 517744. After one super, of course I pressed the wrong button immediately. 517744 times 1.3. Technically it'd be 1. Yeah, no, it would be 3 because it's 30%. So after one super, he has like 670k defense. So that is pretty good. And then on the mythical, fantastical, we've not been able to get it at all in this video, triple super turn, it will be times... why do I keep pressing the decimal place button first? Times 1.9. Yeah, 980k if he gets a triple super. So it means triple super turn, he has close to 1 million defense, which means he would tank AGL Broly's super attack for less than 100k, which is pretty good. But that's, again, it's on this rotation in particular, and getting a triple super, which, like, how often is that going to happen? And then, of course, the problem is he's not going to be good in slot 1 here against an int enemy, so we put the AGL cell here. Although he didn't get any additional, so actually that does work out quite nicely for us. So what are we getting here attack stat-wise? Yes, 7.9, so basically 8 million. Now, he is an LR with an EZA, but he's a free-to-play unit, so that is pretty good. We get the crit. We still don't get any additional supers, man. That is so unfortunate. We get the additional from Jiro 19. Well, we get the super from Jiro 19. They give us a decent heal. He's still not dead. And then, of course, on this rotation, there has to be no attacks in slot 1, so we can't get any more build-up for STR Super 17, unfortunate. Let's not get the Dokkan attack here. Perfect, okay. Oh, and his next phase is AGL. So we can kind of get away with putting Cell in slot 1. Now, we're not going to have support, but he's still going to have, what, like 400k defense? So let's get this... we'll get this next turn as the last turn here. Yeah, see, we have golden. Now, we could get the... we could get legendary power from Golden Frieza, which at level 10 is it 10 or 15? Yeah, 15% attack. But I mean, we already saw him with a 40% support unit, and obviously he's not doing higher than that. But with the full key build up from his passive as well, though, we are able to get the full 24 key here. So let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of Prime Battle Cell. I definitely think he is pretty decent for a free-to-play unit. Again, his only real problem is the units that you want to run him with, like, none of them are really good in slot 1. So I think I will try the build I was talking about in one of these later videos, right, where we use double cell leads. I'll bring in LR cell, and we'll just float all 3 of these cells, and then we'll run like an Android 17 or something in slot 1. We could run the 16 as well, because we'll have the full Android/Cell Saga team, the Super Strike 16. And then this cell will always get the benefit. Hey, we finally got an additional super. Let's go. So his additional is about 3.7, which is nothing too crazy. But then we do get the 15% HP, which is definitely going to be quite useful in some situations. And then AGL cell up to 9 million, which is pretty good. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely decent. Make sure you do the grind. I posted the screenshots earlier, actually, from login to having finished EZAing Cell. I think you do get about 50 stones from not just the legendary campaign itself, but then obviously the Extreme Z area and everything has its own missions. So you get about 50 stones in total from actually EZAing your LR Cell and giving him like the SA25. So definitely make sure you do that, right? It's like an extra multi before the anniversary, so why not? And yeah, let me know what you guys think of Prime Battle Cell down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.